Hello children. Now today we shall do job application. Now when one applies for a job, he or she has to give an application, a covering letter as well as the resume. Without one, the application will be incomplete and it will not be considered by the company or the organization. So job application comprises of a letter and resume or biodata. So as I told you, the application letter is also known as cover letter, and both you have to send, or both needs to be sent. Only then it will be considered for the job. Now, as you can see, let us discuss the format first. When you are writing the covering letter, the cover letter, the first thing, as you write an informal letter, a business letter, you have to write the self-address, then leave a line, self-address as given in the question. If not in the question, if it is not given in the question, then you have to invent one. Then you leave one line, address of the addressee. Again, you leave a line, you write the date in words. Okay, like today is 2nd October, you will write 2 October 2020. You are not writing second. Okay, then you leave a line, you write sir, then subject, and then you start with the content from the very next line. Generally, the content is in a letter, you know, it is 120 to 150 words, but in the case of an application, you can finish it within 100 words also. And then you have the subscription. After you finish the letter, you write thanking you. Next line, you write yours truly, signature, and then the name will come in block letters. And after that, you leave a line and then list of enclosures in the list of enclosures, you will have number 1, biodata. Number 2, you will have photocopy of the certificates and testimonials. Now let us come to the biodata. What are the details? First of all, the biodata will come in a box, children, you don't forget that. At the top, you are going to write biodata or resume, any one you will be writing. Then let us come to the details. Total, as you can see, we are having 17 points. Starting number 1, name. Name is to be written in block letters as given in the question. If not given in the question, you can also write ABC and XYZ. But for mother's name and father's name, you are not writing ABC, XYZ. You need to invent names. Okay? And in block letters, all the names will be written in block letters. Then date of birth, permanent address, address for correspondence, gender, marital status, category, email address, and then educational qualifications. In educational qualifications, you have to write number 1, the examination passed, from which board or university, then the subjects, and then the year of passing and the division. Then you come after the educational qualifications, next you come to the additional qualifications, and then the experience, languages known, hobbies, expected salary, and finally reference or references. Now let us deal with an example. Okay, now here you see there's a question. You are Ashish Ashmita Dhar of B26 Fort Road, New Delhi. You have read the advertisement given below. You are qualified for the job. Write an application along with resume. Now the advertisement, it has been given by India Chemical Industries Delhi, which requires accounts officers, qualification BCom, experience minimum 4 years, job requirement, maintaining books of accounts, preparation of balance sheet, etc. Salary, best in the industry, apply to Managing Director, ICI, B12, Barakhamba Road, New Delhi. So this is the advertisement, and Ashish or Ashmita, they have seen this advertisement, and as they qualify for the job, okay, they will apply. Now here in this case, you are going to get in the question 2 names, but you have to write any one name. Okay, so he or she qualifies for the job, so he or she will apply for it. Now, let us come to the letter, the application. First, see the cover letter. As I told you, you are going to start with the self-address as you do in your formal letters. Leave a line, the address of the addressee. Don't forget to address the person the letter is being written to. In this case, it is the managing director, ICI. B12 Barakhamba Road, New Delhi. You give the number. Then you have 2 October 2020, Sir. Subject application for the post of accounts officer. This is in response to your advertisement in the Times of India dated 21 September. I wish to apply for the same as I have the requisite qualification and experience. My resume is enclosed herewith for your kind perusal and consideration. I can assure you that if selected, I shall prove to be an asset to your company. Thanking you, yours faithfully. See, Ashmita Dhar, the signature, then the name in block letters, then you leave a line, list of enclosures, resume, photocopy of certificates and testimonials. Now let us come to the biodata. Now you have to write the list of enclosures. Don't forget to include this in your application, in your cover letter. Now let us come to the biodata or resume. Now see, as I told you, first you are writing the name Ashmita Dhar in block letters, mother's name. I have invented one, that is Smita Dhar. Father's name Rajiv Dhar, date of birth 26 August 1995. Now how I come to this I'll tell you. This is very important. Now permanent address as given in the question, as you have written in the self-address in the application. Address for correspondence, you may change it, you can write the same. Gender, female. Marital status, single. Category, if again according to the name you have to write the gender. Category, general. Email address you have given, you instead of email address you can also give the phone number. Now educational qualifications, see the first standard 10, that is AISSE. I'm following CBSE. AISSE, so the board is CBSE, subjects in English, Hindi, Math, Science, SST. Year of passing 2011, division first. Second, you are coming to standard 12, that is AISSCE. Again, board CBSE, subject English account, BST, Eco, Hindi. Year of passing 2013, see 2 years, and then division first. Graduation, JNU. You can write anything, Delhi University, Calcutta University. Here I have written JNU, subject accounts honors. See, in graduation, you always have one honors subject. So here it is accounts honors and 2 more subjects we will be adding, that is BST and economics. And year of passing is 2016. Division, again I have written first. Now additional qualifications, I have written Java, C++, then Tally, then experience 4 years. You remember it was there in the question that the person applying should have 4 years experience, minimum 4 years. So here Ashmita Dhar is having an experience of 4 years. See, 4 years as accounts officer in reliable industries. Languages known, English, Hindi. Hobbies, reading books. Expected salary 50,000. References nil. Children, you don't have to write references. If you will write references, you have to give all the details and that will be time consuming. So it is better that you write nil over there. So you don't have to write. Now I told you that I'll be coming to the date of birth. Why I said this was, see, in this question, the question demanded that the applicant should have an experience of 4 years. So obviously in the year 2020 minimum, the person, the applicant has already attained an experience of 4 years. That means the graduation was completed 4 years prior. So you have to decrease 4 years. See, from 2020, I decreased 4 years. So it comes to 2016. Now graduation is of 3 years. So from 16, you minus again 3 years, it comes to 2013. Now your standard 12 or AISSCE is of 2 years. So it comes to 2011. Now from here, you can just subtract subtract 16 years and you get the date of birth. Approx 16 years and you get the date of birth. So that is why this will be there. So you have to keep this in mind. If freshers are applying, then you can write the date of birth accordingly. And if experience has been asked for, then accordingly you have to calculate the date of birth. This is the trick in this question. So you keep this in mind. Now, this is one example that I have given of an accounts officer. You may get different types of questions and accordingly the biodata will change. Suppose the question would have been for the post of a teacher, a PGT teacher. Obviously the qualification will change. PGT teacher, let us consider it English. In that case, the qualification will change. PGT means postgraduate teacher. So in postgraduate teacher, again your subjects over here will change. Obviously in standard 12 you can continue with the same subject. Graduation you have to write English honors over here, and then you can write history, pol science, eco, and then for PGT you have to write post graduation. And one thing children, don't forget that when you have to make a biodata for a teacher, a BA degree is mandatory. So you have to add another qualification over here, that is BA, and that has to be added. Additional qualification, you can write the same, it doesn't matter, and rest everything will be the same. So thank you children. Again I'm telling that read the question and accordingly you will answer, and be careful that what the question is demanding, according to that only you have to prepare the biodata and the resume. Thank you children.